Another company that we've spoken about over the years, one we've held, it's actually a business that we've held for 5 years now, is Smartpay, 300 mil market cap business, second largest non-bank terminal provider in Australia, and the second largest actually in New Zealand. They've got a fleet of 18,500 terminals in Australia, 30,000 terminals in New Zealand. So they got 20% market share there. And, they turn over $5 billion of TTV. And we think they're going to double that over the next 3 years. It's a founder-led business. The managing director owns about 4%. What's interesting with this business is that in Australia, they have an acquiring model where they charge roughly about 1.5% of all transactions. And obviously, they make really strong margins and revenue, approximately $4,500 a year per terminal in terms of revenue. In New Zealand, it's a different structure, the industry, and they only charge a monthly terminal rental fee of about $40. So a tenth of the revenue that they make in Australia. Now, the key here is really when they announce that they are going to change the New Zealand model to an Australian type acquiring model, which could lift revenues by between 7 to 10 times. Sorry. Last month, they announced that Cascal, which is the processing partner in Australia, as they signed them to launch with them in New Zealand. They're forecasting to launch in September, and they think they will add between 5 to 800 terminals onto this new acquiring model. Now, don't forget they have 30,000 existing customer base. So these are their own customers that know them, and all they need to do is convert them to the new model. And if they were to do that, we think that there's an incremental 30 to 40 mil of EBITDA on top of the current EBITDA, roughly 22 mil, that they can add over the next 3 years. If they were to do so, then we think the stock is worth double. Obviously, there's execution risk, but we think that if they really start kicking some goals, the market will re-rate the stock quite quickly, and it's a potential takeover target.